These are Pythagoras triples. That means 3 square plus 4 square is equal to 5 square. So that is 9 plus 16 is equal to 25. What does this mean? This also means that 6 square plus 8 square is equal to 10 square. That means 36 plus 64 is equal to 100. But there is also a connection between this and this. That this you can, if you multiply this by 2, 3 into 2 is 6, 2 into 4 is 8, 2 into 5 is 10. So this means that if these are triples, that means if this square plus this square is equal to this square, if you multiply this by 2, all of them by 2, then 6 square plus 8 square is also equal to 10 square. If you multiply all of them by 3, that means 3 square plus 4 square is equal to 5 square. So the multiple of 3 into 3 square plus the multiple of 4 square is also equal to the multiple of 5 square. So these are called the scaled primitives. This means 9 square plus 12 square is also equal to 20, is also equal to, sorry, 3 into 5, 15 square. This. So these are called scale. And how he explains this? He explains this here. He says that if 3 square plus 4 square is equal to 5 square, then 3 into k square is also equal to 4 into k square, which is equal to 25 square. So basically what he's saying is that if you multiply by any, if these are is a Bodhian triple, we call it a primitive triple. If because there's no common, there's the common factor is just 1. So 3, 4, 5 have a highest common factor of 1. So this is called a primitive triplet. But this is not a primitive, it is a scaled version. And why? Because if a square plus b square is equal to c square, then ka square plus kb square is also equal to k a square plus b square, which is equal to, because a square plus b square is c square. So it is kc square. So you just multiply, they will also become Pythagorean triplet. So is 5, 12, 3, 12, 13 a primitive? Yes, it has got. First, you have to check whether this is 5 square plus 12 square is equal to 13 square. Yes. 25 plus 144 is equal to 120, 169. Yes. So, but and is this a primitive? Yes, because it has got only common factor 1. Because if you do this, these are all prime numbers, at least except for 12. So 5 ones are this is 5 2. So there's no common factor other than 1. So this is a primitive. And generate 5 scaled versions of these primitive. All these scale are these are not primitive. Primitive is just 1. Scaled is you multiply 5 into 2 plus 12 into 2 is equal to, and 13 into 2. So if you square them, they should come out to be true. So this is 10 square. So 10 square is 100. This is 24 squares. So 24 square is how much? So 24 square is uh, 576. This is 26 square. 26 square is 676. So this is also true. So these are scaled version. This is one scaled version. You can also do it by 3, 4 and so on.